Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. 2019's most improved player, Pascal Siakam, went from an energy player to an all-star. Siakam said, after every season, I look at the things I have to do better. When the summertime comes, I just attack it and work. It's about making sure that I'm a better player than I was the year before. Kevin?
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. There's Siakam. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's VanVleet, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
The first one falls.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Lowry looking around. It's good from the top of the key. And here's Beverley. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. From 18 feet away, and Leonard gets it to go.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Now Lowry. Pass to VanVleet. And the three ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Good on the shot.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Ibaka outside. Shoots over Zubac. Ibaka, no luck.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Now here's Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Leonard. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lowry against Beverly. Pass to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Shot from the top of the key. Again, Toronto.
Boy, we've seen Kyle Lowry bury plenty of those during his time in the NBA, as deadly with the jump shot as anyone.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Pass to Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
And the first one at the line is good.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Outside Lowry. A stupendous finish in traffic. Lowry's got 6 points. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's George on the wing, covered by Van Vliet. George passes to Zubac.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Poked loose and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's George. Shoots over Van Vliet. They get it again.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Leonard draws the double. There's the pass to Zubac. There's the feed to Morris. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Ibaka. Here's Siakam.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Leonard the pass to Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 5. Inside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Anunoby against Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Lowry against Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 7. Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Anunoby against Leonard for 3. Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Leonard. To the inside. Short. That shot missing. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. He doesn't get the second one. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Raptors trail by 8. Now here's Powell. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Williams gets the bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Williams against Davis. Outside Gasol. Pass to Powell. From down in the low post, it goes.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Williams against Davis. Pass to Harrell. That's tipped. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded closely. Outside for Davis. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Williams inside. Boucher defending. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 8.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Deibys looking for an opening. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to Shamet. It's rebounded by Gasol. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Bounce pass from Shamet. Harrell kicks to Williams. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a 5th of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Throw good, Lou Williams. Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Here's Harrell after the Raptors pick up 2. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Jackson misses. Here's Davis, and he drops it in from the low post. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Jackson. Plays it up off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Powell. Outside, Davis. Outside for Gasol. Takes a 3. Green with the block. Jackson up top. Williams outside. The putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
old school basketball, you know, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. You know, it's good old-fashioned basketball. You know, it's all part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got Marc Gasol. There's Boucher out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Deibys in at point guard. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
Well, 7'1" makes a dunk look easy. Go ahead, Marc Gasol. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Davis against Williams. Double team on Williams. Here's Harrell. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Harrell's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Powell against Williams. Powell the pass to Davis. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Green, and George is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Los Angeles leading by 13. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Jackson. Softly drops in the floater. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the basket by Lowry.
You know this, a guy at Lowry's size has simply got to be able to make the floater. That's a big-time delivery.
Outside, George. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Davis kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Outside Lowry. Outside Davis. Rebound by the Clippers.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Williams looking over the floor. Shoots over Hollis-Jefferson. Harrell the pass to Morris. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
It's Davis on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. No good from Gasol.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Jackson passes to Harrell. Over Lowry. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors trail by 15. Here's Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
The first free throw is good.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Now, here is Morris. They get it back, and Harrell slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Beverly, the pass to Jackson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Norman Powell. Here's Ibaka. Count the basket.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
Jackson kicks to George. Passes it to Morris. Over Siakam. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Jackson against Lowry. Pass to Beverly. And here is Harrell. Jackson has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 7.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Van Vliet outside. Lowry for 3. He's off on that one. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Beverly. Here's Harrell. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Siakam with it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score. Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
Down low, here's Van Vliet. Basket counts.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Clippers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Harrell finds George. Ring shot on the way. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 16. Here is Lowry. He's got 10. Siakam, right side. Lets it go from the wing, and the jumper is good. And here's Jackson. He dishes it to George. Harrell trying to free himself up. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Pass to Siakam. Morris against Lowry. That one no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Raptors trail by 19. Now Lowry to the middle. Here's Van Vliet. And the rejection by Harrell. George with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's Jackson. Toronto grabs the miss.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the rejection by Harrell. But they'll get another chance. Lowry can't get it to go.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Van Vliet outside. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Jackson. Now the pass to Zubac. Now here's Shamet. Second chance shot. Zubac, that's good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Throw good, Siakam.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star, and guys, he's not done growing yet.
Siakam hits them both. Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. Passes it to Shamet. Beverly wide open. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Green breaking loose. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 11 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the rejection by Zubac. Clippers leading by 22. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Pass to Shamet. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Come on, shoot!
Pass to Anunoby.
Set up, set up!
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Van Vliet. Misses off the left iron. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And that one's good. Beverly.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Lowry finds Van Vliet. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good. Green.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
And it's Green missing. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah.
So big.
Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, the best part of their performance has been their offensive rebounding. So often it's overlooked, but you get 2 quality shots because of your effort. That is the difference in the game. I love the way they're battling and getting all those putbacks. They keep that up, game over.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, it's not a huge surprise they're getting crushed. Whew. All you got to do is look at the rebounding numbers. They were outworked on the boards in a big way. They even have a hope of coming back. You got to pick up the intensity, man.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And he makes the first.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. The pass to Morris. Yep, it counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Raptors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now, here's Lowry. Passes to Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
One shot.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. George against Van Vliet. George with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Anunoby, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
And the first one drops. Good on both. Here's Beverly. He has 7. Outside Leonard. Morris outside. Los Angeles keeps it. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Wow. It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style? When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
2 points, that one goes. George has got 13.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the inside, Van Vliet, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning, no lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just for this trip to the line, I'll call him by his full name. Frederick Edmund Van Vliet Sr. Had to get that in there. Now we can just go back to Freddie V.
Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams is checked in, so he gets them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. From 20 feet out. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Van Vliet, and it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Williams with a clean look. His 3-pointers off the mark. In Toronto, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
First one falls for him. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harrell's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Williams against Deibys. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Davis. Drains the 3-pointer. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Morris trying to free himself up. Shots good by Williams.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Siakam against Morris. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. Hollis-Jefferson with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Siakam against Morris. The drive by Siakam. And the shot goes in. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Pascal Siakam's handle has gotten tighter, and that makes a dribble drive a problem for the defender.
Siakam against Morris. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Marcus All's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Harrell down low, working on Gasol. Leonard dishes to Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
All too easy for Montrezl Harrell. That's the result of his activity and pursuing opportunities. Beautifully done.
Now here's Davis. 7 points in the game.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
There's Jackson with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got 10.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's Siakam. He's got 13.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
George with the ball. Hollis-Jefferson's there. Jackson passes to Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Siakam. Over Leonard. Siakam, that's good. 15 points in the game.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Leonard inside, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Powell down low. He's against Williams.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2.
First free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Paul George. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Feeds it to Williams. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Powell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Jackson against Deibys. Harold drives in, and Harold slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Powell kicks to Boucher. Back to Powell. Gasol tried to free himself up. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Outside Jackson. Here's Green. Tries again. And it's Harrell missing. In Toronto, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Deibys. Back to Hollis Jefferson. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
And here's Deibys for 3. Good on the triple. Deibys has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Williams dishes to Harrell. Now, here's Shamet. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Here's Williams. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
Powell against Williams. Outside Jackson. Here's Harrell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frame suggests. Hold on.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
That's good from Harrell. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
He's off on the second.
So many NBA players like to express themselves through style as they come into the arena. For Montrezl Harrell, it's more about the shoes. This guy has gone so far as to design his own kicks.
Good on the bucket. Lowry's got 12 points in the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jackson with it. He's got 10. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Right side Lowry. Inside. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Beverly. From past the arc. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. It's good. Harrell's got 19 points.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
And Van Vliet, here we go. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. For 3. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Beverly. He's got 7. Outside for Jackson. Beyond the arc. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Lowry. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. He's got 8.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
There's Jackson with the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Clippers on top, running away with this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. McCaw is out there with Johnson. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's Lowry. And it's Thomas in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry can't get it to go. And here is Los Angeles now. Kicks to Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
The first one falls.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverly is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Lowry. Outside Thomas. Pass to McCaw. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's man. Boucher defending, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And Beverly kicks to Magruder. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zubac, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The Raptors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Thomas gets a wide open look, and he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's man. The second effort, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The free throw drops for Zubac. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Both good from the line that time. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And here is Siakam. And there's the pass to Boucher. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
They get the rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the Raptors moving it up. Siakam's running. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Magruder passes to Zubac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The free throw drops for Zubac. He hits both from the stripe. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Siakam against Leonard. Trying to get open is Johnson. Siakam, good.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Thomas. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's McCall. Johnson outside. Launches a three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Thomas. Zubac. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's McCall. Dishes it to Thomas. From downtown. Good on the three-point shot. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
To the right side. Patterson can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Thomas passes to Siakam. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Magruder kicks to Zubac. Johnson over to help. Here's Magruder. Lays it up and banks it in.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Here's McCall. Outside Thomas. Pass to Boucher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Mann. pass to Leonard, and it's Magruder in the corner. Over Thomas. Here's Zubac. Count it. Zubac has got 13 points in the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's McCall. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Left side, Thomas. Boucher passes to McCaw. Now Thomas. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Thomas. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. A 3 off the inbound. A rebound by Johnson.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Man gets the bucket.
Yes, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And it's Thomas at the elbow. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. Down low, here's McCaw. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Doris, I'd say it's pretty hard to beat Patrick McCaw's first 3 seasons in the NBA. Won 2 titles with the Warriors and then 1 with the Raptors.
And how special is that accomplishment? McCaw bided his time, learned from some star players and winners, and now is a key player on this team. 3 rings to his name and plenty of years ahead of him.
2.
And the first one drops. And Toronto making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Clippers' shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And George, here we go. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Paul George. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's McCall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Two shot.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Thomas. Here's Mann. Pass to Magruder. Zubats with it. McCaw grabs the miss. Fast break Toronto. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
The Clippers shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Passes it to Magruder. The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to McCaw. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Well, I think this is where they'd like to see Patrick Patterson be effective, get his points in tight, make nice, efficient moves to the rim.
McCaw, the pass to Johnson. Pass to McCaw from deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Short. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Thomas. Here's McCaw. Johnson outside. All alone. The shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Magruder passes to Mann. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. And here are the Raptors now. Here's McCaw. The pass to Gasol. Shoots over Zubats. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Passes it to Magruder. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's McCall. To the inside.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Clippers with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Magruder. Here's Zubac. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Gasol. Stolen by Jackson. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gasol against Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson down low, covered by Hollis Jefferson. And it's the Raptors' ball. Thomas inside, Patterson on him, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. That's good from Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Magruder. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player, so how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. You know, your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, you know, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.